Chastity King is a former opioid user.
I started using with family, like with my cousins and older brother, and it started out with alcohol, and then from there it went down the spectrum. So it went from alcohol, and then I was introduced to marijuana, and then the pills like Xanaxes and opioids such as hydrocodone. Nothing too strong at first in the beginning, but as I went down the spectrum of drugs, the drugs got stronger.
After years of fighting addiction, she finally decided it was time to get help.
I reinitiated my use several times, even after trying to take that path of recovery. And from there, there were significant people in my life who really helped pull me along.
Jeff Ellison is a clinical psychologist that works with opioid users. He says recovery from opioid addiction is hard but not impossible.
Recovery from opioid dependence, very few people get it right on the first try. A very, very small percentage of folks are able to just be like, all right, I'm done, never doing that again. That didn't really happen. And so that's another thing I try to educate patients on, is like, relapse is a part of recovery. And so just because you mess up doesn't mean that you're done. It just means that you need to try again. So I think that people that are really engaged, that are engaged in treatment, they're gonna relapse multiple times. And so, but I think that people that engage in treatment are very likely to eventually come out the other end.
Chastity says that support from her community was a big part of overcoming opioids.
I think the difference that has made in my recovery is community. And that's why I can never quit using before. Even when I had that intimate relationship with God and developing and cultivating that relationship, I was by myself.
Chastity says that one of the biggest parts of overcoming addiction is reaching out for help.
Find a community, whether that's through 12-step, smart recovery. There's all kinds of different avenues. Church, there's different avenues where people can find community, but find a community, because community is so important. And reach out to somebody. There's plenty of people in this world. There's help available. And what I would want them to know is that while addiction may be real, because it's very much real, but so is recovery. It's possible, and any person can quit using drugs, lose the desire to use, and find a new way to live.